I was around 7 years old, and it was near the holidays. The time of year when night seems to come too early and the dark feels thicker than usual. The house I grew up in had a main floor and a basement beneath it. That day I had spent hours downstairs watching movies, stretched out and comfortable, completely unaware of anything beyond the glow of the screen. At some point, without realizing it, I left my pillow down there. Later that night, when the house had gone quiet and everyone else was upstairs, I went back down to get it. The basement felt different at night. The air was colder, heavier, as if it didn't move unless disturbed. I crossed the room, picked up my pillow and turned, just out of habit, lifting my eyes toward the far side of the basement. That's when I saw him. He stood on the opposite side of the room, perfectly still, dressed immaculately as if he had stepped out of another time. His clothes were formal, deliberate, wrong for the space he occupied. But what froze me in place wasn't how he was dressed. It was the color of him. He was entirely gray. Not shadowed, not dim gray. His skin, his face, his hands, every part of him looked drained of life, as though color itself refused to exist on him. He wasn't looking at me. Instead, his head moved slowly as he surveyed the room, scanning the walls, the corners, the ceiling, methodical searching. I had the terrifying sense that he was inspecting the space, not haunting it. I stood there clutching my pillow, my mouth hanging open, my body locked in fear. I couldn't breathe properly, I couldn't scream, I couldn't even blink. My entire world had narrowed to the impossible figure standing in my basement. Then he looked at me. The moment his eyes met mine, I knew he hadn't expected to be seen. Something in his expression shifted, recognition followed by something far worse. His jaw dropped open, stretching far beyond what a human mouth should be capable of. It opened lower and wider, distorting his face into something unnatural. It looked like a scream aimed directly at me. But there was no sound, no echo, no breath. Just a silent, gaping void where his mouth should have stopped opening. And then he moved. He ran straight into the wall, not toward it, through it. His body passed through the solid surface as if it wasn't real, dissolving into the structure of the house itself. In a blink, he was gone. The basement was empty again. The lights didn't flicker, nothing fell. There was no sign that anything had happened at all, except me. From that night on, I couldn't go downstairs if the lights were off, not for years. The darkness down there felt occupied, as if something unseen still lingered just beyond sight. I didn't set foot in that basement in the dark again until I was a teenager. And even then, I never stopped feeling like whatever I saw that night knew I had seen it. And it didn't like that.